I'm traveling right now, and while not everybody might be as crazy as me and bring their 3D printer along with them, I still found 9 great 3D prints that'll make all your travels better and easier. Something that I can really recommend is a 3D printed phone stand or even a tablet stand. The phone stand is super nice because it's small and you can just print this quickly and take it with you wherever. I think this is nice because, it's just quick to do and actually a lot cheaper than buying one of these. Actually, the tablet stand is really important for me. When I travel, I often use my iPad as a second monitor for my computer, and it works super well like that. But for that, you need a stand to actually have it next to the computer properly. And the thing is, while I have a nice metal iPad stand that is a lot more hefty and a little more well-made, the thing is, it also weighs a lot more. And if you have to put this maybe even in your carry-on, then every gram counts. And this thing is so light and still works perfectly. It even is height adjustable, which I love. And there's just so much nice stuff about it that I love this. Next up is this personal QR code luggage tag. I love this because not only if your luggage ever gets lost, somebody can just scan the code and then get your details, it also makes your own luggage a little more easy to recognize because you're having a custom QR code on the front. In terms of the QR code, I think the easiest is to make a V card so you can have your details in there and even maybe a little quick note. So that should give the person everything they need to know to return your bag to you. Other than that, of course, you can also link to a website or whatever. I'm not sure why you'd do that with your baggage, but yeah, it's very easy and nice to customize, so I really liked it. This one does take 2 colors, but since it's a really easy color shift, you don't have to have an AMS or something to print it. You can just actually put a pause and then change filaments in between. Another essential is this toothpaste guard. I know you can buy these easily, but why buy it if you can easily print it in a couple minutes? This keeps your toothbrush head really clean, and if you store it anywhere, then it won't rub against other stuff, won't get too nasty, and it also has all the holes so it can still dry out properly. I think this is really nice, and you can print a bunch of these for the whole family. It's gonna go super easily. One thing that might be really nice, especially if you're traveling for business or something like that, are these foldable coat hangers. In a lot of places that I stay, there's either none or just maybe 1 coat hanger, which really sucks if you're trying to hang stuff, maybe to either dry it or just to store it. For example, in my Airbnb, there's only a couple and I have way more t-shirts than that. So it's really nice to make these little coat hangers that I can just flip out and use wherever. So whether you're taking one for just in case or you're grabbing actually a bunch because you want to fill out everything with coat hangers, this is a really nice thing. And since they're folding, they pack down really quickly and nicely, and also they don't weigh a lot. In my testing, they were still sturdy enough for everything. They're maybe a little smaller than normal coat hangers, so maybe for a dress shirt they're not ideal, but it might still work. One thing that I like even more than just finding and downloading all of these cool 3D prints is making my own. And for that, recently I've been getting into 3D designing again. And through today's sponsor, Skillshare, and the many great classes they have on this topic, I've really been enjoying the process. For me, the cool thing about Skillshare is that I'm not just getting one class, but there are so many things to choose from and to learn from. And the cool thing is, it's not only on one specific topic, but it's about all different creative things that you can learn. For example, while today I'm learning about 3D design, tomorrow I can learn about Notion from Ali Abdal, which helps me run my business better. And the next day I can learn from Nathaniel Drew on how to document my life better. I like that on Skillshare there's a good mix of instructors with people I know from YouTube already and really like them, and also more unknown people that still have a lot of important knowledge to share. Personally, I try to get at least a little bit of learning done every day, and with Skillshare I have so many options and so many good classes to do that. So if all of that sounds pretty good, you should join Skillshare today. And as a little bonus, the first 500 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial. Also, I can really recommend printing a travel wallet. While you're on vacation, you won't be needing those rewards cards and other stuff that you pretty much never use anyways, so you might as well go for a slimmer wallet. I have 2 options here. This is a wallet that I fully 3D printed, and I really like the design. It holds a couple of cards and actually slides them out for you, and also you have a little cash drawer that's going to store coins, other stuff you need, or some bills. Personally, I like this, but it might actually even be a little bit too thick for my taste. Personally, what I use is the Lockhart wallet. This is actually a German brand of wallets that were originally 3D printed, and now they also cut them out of metal, but the idea is the same. You have an elastic band wrapping around everything, so no matter how many cards you have, if it's a lot or very little, you're never wasting any space. The cool thing too is that because Lockhart's a known brand, that many people have made third-party modules for the Lockhart wallet. So if you want stuff like an AirTag holder to track your wallet, but also insane stuff like the chicken lock where you can lock chicken nuggets in your wallet, why ever you would want that. There's a ton of stuff made for it, and I love that compatibility to just kind of mix and match the precise wallet you have. I don't actually only use this on vacation, but all the time since I love it. This is a tiny print that feels a little bit illegal, to be honest. This is a TSA key and unlocks pretty much all of the suitcases ever, because you need to have this lock to fly internationally so that customs can look into it without breaking open your suitcase. And if you ever forget the combination for your suitcase lock, this might just save you. Obviously, promise to only use this for good. This next one is actually one of my biggest recommendations. It's a foldable backpack hanger, for example, for bathrooms. If you're traveling with your backpack through airports or whatever, and you go into the bathroom, usually they have like a little hook that you can put your backpack on, but not always it's there, and you really don't want to put your backpack on the floor. So with this little hook, you can just twist it out and then hang your full backpack on it. Personally, I have a metal version of this since I usually travel with backpacks that weigh like 10, 15 or even more kilos with a lot of camera equipment in there. But if you have a light backpack, then this 3D printed version will definitely hold and save you from putting your backpack on nasty floors or wherever. Another thing that I really love is this tiny EDC tool, and it actually has a bunch of really nice features in such a small package. This has a super tiny rule in it that measures 3 centimeters. So hopefully you're not measuring your package with it, but it might be super nice to just give a little point of reference if you ever need it. You know, that's kind of the pocket banana for scale that you're having here. Other cool features are this mini compartment where you might be able to store one pill or whatever you want to store in that. Also, and I really like this actually has a hole for mini screwdriver bits. So it's not the normal size, but the precision screwdriver size, which still is going to be nice, you know, if you have something where you often need repairs or you just want that one tool with you, then this could be really helpful as well. All in all, I think this is a no-brainer to have with you, as you might never know when you actually need it, and then it's gonna come in really clutch. I can really recommend getting these cable clips. They're super easy to print and they're so nice. To me, actually, this is the best version of using cable clips because you just kind of wrap your cables and then they hold perfectly. You can print them in a bunch of different sizes depending on what kind of cables you're trying to organize. Originally, I was gonna feature a different model, but I ended up not liking that, so I just made my own. This one's just 2 layers wide, which means it's super flexible and super easy to use, and also uses very little filament. The cool thing is I also made it an OpenSCAD, so if you check out the link, then you can customize it to any size that you want super easily. So yeah, I think it's just a really great way of doing that, and I hope you enjoy it as well. So to me, these are essential, especially because I'm traveling with a lot of cables. So if you liked any of the designs, there's going to be a link in the description down below to my Maker World collection where you can download any and all of them. If you think I missed an important one, please let me know in the comments down below. I think there's so many more cool prints that I couldn't have found that probably make so much sense. Also, if you're buying any 3D printers or 3D printing filament, I'd really appreciate it if you use my links in the description down below. It just helps me and the channel out a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything. Well, if now you're done watching this and you're wondering what more cool stuff could I watch, then you should check out this video. Here I'm checking out some of the most downloaded prints of 2024 and actually rating them. Are they living up to the hype? Why did so many people download them? So check that video out. I think there were so many really cool prints in there, and some where I didn't understand why they had that much hype and that many downloads. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.